Okay guys, so my name is Mark Chikoe. Welcome back to my first ever official YouTube video. And in this video, I am going to be discussing all about my record label, Rich Roll Records. Yo guys, it's Mark from Rich Roll Records. Yo guys, it's Mark from Rich Roll Records.
Yo guys, it's Mark from Rich Roll Records.
Now if you follow me on social media, you've definitely seen me promote, market, and even share a lot of the music that we've distributed and produced within the label Rich Roll Records. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys a lot more about how it got started, why we started it, the story behind it, because I get tons of people asking me, Mark, how did you start Rich Roll Records? Like, how did you meet your business partners? What went about it? What went into it? And I'm just going to explain all of that in this video. But more importantly, I'm going to explain the harsh realities of running and owning a record label. Okay, so it all started with a dream. It all started with an ambition in me and my partner's head. So essentially, one of my partners is a music producer, Prod.Rich-Roy. Another one of my partners is a music artist. He's a hip hop rapper. His name is Ems.
Let's take a trip down memory lane. I remember the first time that a nigga ever carried a blade. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Same nigga that called me lacking, same nigga that was running away. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Same nigga that claimed he was bad. I'm a rapper, when I'm in my feels I sing too much. I'm a trapper, don't be surprised if I sling too much. I'm a driller, don't be surprised if I ching too much. I got one cat who hates the dark like he is street clucks. Early morning chasing chicken, I can hear those clucks. My nigga fucks with Instagrams, he don't want a Facebooks, nigga like Marcus Zuck. They told me get up out the streets, but if it wasn't for the streets, they wouldn't show me love, they wouldn't show me none. My Rambo eat a nigga up with this Rambo ain't from Milwaukee. My Rambo wanna see green like Milwaukee bucks. My Rambo one seat bucks. I pissed on my Rambo blade and stabbed the nigga after with it. Hit it all up in the bush and started to see rust. My Rambo's horny for the Joe and started to see lust. I slapped a nigga like a bitch and started to see blood. Line a nigga up, ain't talking about no damn C cups.
And essentially, I've always loved music, and because I've always loved music, sometimes they'd have studio sessions at the producer's house, which is my partner. And when we used to go to his house, it used to be me, Ems, and the producer. And we used to go there. Ems used to rap, producer used to produce and engineer. I'd be there, I'd be filming them. You know, there's even some footage which I'll add in here.
Bro pulls strings out pockets, fuck it, leave man wet like bucket. Bro pulls strings out pockets, fuck it, leave man wet like bucket. You still going? Huh?
Whereby we were in the studio, just cooking up, making some music, and it was natural to me to want to film content. I always knew at the back of my head, like, yo, this content is important, this content is key. So essentially, I'd film, Ems would record, he would rap, and then producer would produce. And from those times there, I think we all knew what a record label was. Not to such a fine detail, but we had an idea of what it meant. And essentially, knowing that, it kind of made us think, why don't we start our own thing? And this must have been in 2021, 2022, whereby we had maybe one or two conversations about starting up a record label, but it seemed like an idea that was so far-fetched. It seemed like something that we couldn't do. It was almost just like a dream that was going to stay a dream. And then fast forward to 2023, Ems had dropped a couple tunes, he dropped a couple bits and bobs of music, and at this point, he was speaking to me, telling me that, Mark, like, I want to get serious about music. I want to get serious about rap. I've been BSing myself, and I need to get serious about this. And I said, okay, cool. And this was in the middle of 2023, must have been summertime, when he had some private issues that he was dealing with and facing. And essentially, I came up with the idea in my head to say, do you know what? Why don't we start something? Why don't we start a record label? And being the person who I am, I'm always a person of action. So I don't like to wait and ponder on ideas. I just like to get straight to it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, hey, at least I tried. So immediately when I have this emotion, this thought in my head, I let it linger in my head and I say, okay, cool. I can't just sit on this idea. I need to speak to Ems. I need to speak to producer. I need to speak to product Rich Roy. And I think the next couple of days I called up Ems. I said, yo, let's start a record label. He said, yeah, let's do it. Called up John, producer. I said, yo, let's start a record label. He said, yeah, let's do it. I got them both on a call, and essentially we then merged together and we built up this record label that we call Rich Roy Records today. And it was so organic. It was super organic because we were all friends. We are friends, and when you're doing business with your friends, it's a lot easier because you've already built up that trust with them. You already know them, you know their strengths, you know their weaknesses, you know what they're like, you know how to maneuver around them. So it was really organic to start off with. And we really just turned that dream, that idea in our heads that we had for so long, that we thought was so far-fetched, we turned that into our reality. So that was a really great thing that we did at the end of 2023 to establish and finalize the fact that we're going to begin this record label called Rich Roy Records. And we started that, and we've just been going ever since. Of course, everybody wants to know and everybody wants to kind of understand, like, are you making money? How much money are you making? Because at the end of the day, yes, it's a record label, it's about music, it's about the art, but it's a business. It's a business, and businesses have to make money. So everyone wants to know, have you made money? How are you making money? All this. I get this question all the time, and it's like, have we made money? Yes, we have. We have made money from our record label business, absolutely. Now, when we first started off though, we actually were spending more money than we were making, just like so many other businesses. When you first start a business, no matter what niche or what industry it is, a lot of the time you're gonna have a lot of costs that you have to put into the business before you actually see the revenue and the income coming back into your business. So starting off, we actually offered free music videos to artists in the local area.
Rich Roy Records.
Wiley mixed in.
Don't talk bad, you ain't gonna get beat up. Cause if I rise up, I'm at this heat, see I'm punk start running while going like CEO. In the back of the X8B, my stack come tall like the Burj Khalifa. So ain't playing no game like FIFA. Taking a hit, the spin ballerina. She love when I'm in it, I'm a drill, got feet up. Don't talk bad, you ain't gonna get beat up. Cause if I rise up, I'm at this heat, see I'm punk start running while going like CEO. In the back of the X8B, my stack come tall like the Burj Khalifa. So ain't playing no game like FIFA. Taking a hit, the spin ballerina. She love when I'm in it, I'm a drill, got feet up.
Rich Roy Records.
Bad man fought with the angels, they don't like what grip in my palm. Yeah, I smoke on, I eat baddie, how you gonna say I'm not calm? Tearing him out of his tracky patties, you don't want beef for the dogs. And you don't wanna see man spin, cause you don't wanna see him get rough. And my life any time could be tied to the ends. I need a Mercedes in front of a crib and a split for the Benz.
Now this was arguably a mistake, something we should have not done, but we did it. And I would say I learned a lot from doing it. My team learned a lot from doing it. Not just like the actual filming and structuring out and music videos, but more so actually interacting with people, music artists to be exact, but actually just kind of learning a lot more about human nature and how people can behave. And one key thing that I learned was you should never ever work with somebody who is not serious. If someone's not a serious person, you do not want to work with them. drop them straight out, because they're gonna cause you stress, they're gonna waste your time, they're gonna waste your money and your energy. So always work with serious people and make sure that you've got a serious team around you. And if you can be open and honest with yourself and ask yourself, am I serious? And the answer to that question isn't yes, so you're not serious, what you should do is look to surround yourself around serious people. Because my partners are serious about music, it makes me be serious, and it makes me straighten up sometimes if I'm not on point. Because we all have to be on the same par for us to progress. If one person's down here, it's gonna sink down the group. So we're always trying to level up, and we all make sure that every single day we're showing that serious part of us so we can be the best we can. So another harsh reality of running a record label business has to be the fact that you're not making that much money from streams when your artist is starting off. So we've got artist Ems, who's been dropping music consistently from December 2023. Now, he's been dropping music every single month without fail. Every single month he drops a single. Every 3 months he drops a 4-song or 6-song EP, as he did in June. But as he's starting out his career and his fan base isn't that big and his streaming numbers aren't that big, the money from streams is low. Now, we're not in the era anymore whereby people are buying physical CDs. That's gone. That was 2010. That was 2002, 2010. You get what I'm saying? That was early days. We've stopped that now. So now it's about the streams. But the streams don't pay that much. I think the figures, I'll put the figures up on the screen here. That's how much 1 million streams pays. Now that's not that much, but there are other ways that record label companies can actually make money. For example, we offer music video production. So we actually film music videos, edit the music videos, deliver them back to artists, not even artists that are a part of Rich Row Records, but anyone that needs a music video, we facilitate that. Another service that we provide is we have a studio, the Rich Row Studio, and we offer studio time to artists and musicians that want to book and rent out the space, and we do recording sessions with them. We also offer mix and masters from our engineer / producer, prod.richrow. Those are just a few ways that we are monetizing this business. Another harsh reality of running this record label business has to be balancing the creative side with the business side. Now, of course, at the end of the day, it is a business, but we're in the music business and music is a creative art. So having to balance the two out sometimes can be quite difficult. For example, we might have a project that we have to produce. For example, Ems' next EP. His next EP, it might be 4 to 6 songs. Now, it costs to produce all those songs. You know, we have to get studio time, and then we have to get the songs made, and then we have to get the beats for the songs, and then get the licensing for the beats, and then we also have to get music videos done, and then we also have to pay the editor to edit those music videos. So there's a lot of costs that come into producing music that a lot of people don't know, and that's not including any marketing or advertisement spend. So music can be a very, very costly business, but when you're producing the art and the art is actually of a high quality, it is worth it. That's what I will say. But as an artist, I would say it's very key to have a team around you that can facilitate your growth. If you don't have a team, it's going to be very, very hard to actually win in this music business. And I talk about this in my book that I made called A Rap Book on Everything But Rap. I talk about how the difference between you, a small-time artist with less than 100 streams on Spotify, even 1,000 streams on Spotify, versus Central C or Dave, isn't a massive gap between your skills or your rap ability. It's really just Central C versus your local rapper on the block. Central C has a team of 100 people behind him. Your local rapper on the block, it's just him. So what I would say to all up-and-coming music artists, make sure you have a team around you, whether that means starting your own record label, whether that means teaming up with a producer that can produce all your tracks and engineer, or I don't know, maybe asking your girlfriend to even start helping you out with your content. Just find people, build a team around you so you can have structure and you can focus directly and primarily on the art instead of having to think about, oh, what's going on with the marketing? Is my thing being distributed here? What's happening with the cost of this? You want to have a team, and when you build a team, you're stronger with your team. You're going to be able to produce better, higher quality music, which will mean that your career as a music artist will get better. That's what I would say. One of the key lessons that I want to really emphasize is starting this business, music. A lot of people say they want to do music. They say that they love it. They say that they really inspired, they have a lot of motivation to do music. And I think it's definitely a cool thing to do music and be a musician, whether that be producer or a rapper or a singer or instrument. If you want to win, you have to have seriousness within you. You have to be serious about this. You have to be dedicated to this. And it's really transfers to everything in life. Anything and everything. You have to have dedication, you have to be serious. But with the music business, I would say because it's a creative art, you also have to make sure that you have a bit of structure in place. I say a bit of structure, but a lot of structure, so that you can actually succeed and take it to the next level. Because without having a team that can help you structure out your music and your art, you're essentially shooting yourself in the foot, and it's going to be very, very hard for you to succeed and get to the next level. So I would say to all artists out there, find a team that you can work with that can help you get to the next level. And if you do need help with that and you do want to find a team, be sure to message me directly and we can help you at Rich Roy Records. Lastly, I want to say, yes, running a record label definitely does have its harsh realities. It definitely does have its hardships and its challenges. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. You know, you're creating art that will live beyond your years and really sustain your place on this earth. And there's nothing like creating and taking an idea, a thought form from your mind, putting it out through your mouth onto a track, and you creating something. It's a very special thing. So I would say to all artists out there, keep on going, keep pushing. And if you need studio time, music videos, or even management, music. And if you need studio time, music videos filmed, or even artist management, be sure to message us now and we can get in contact with you.